In the words of Kurt Vonnegut, to practice any art, no matter how well or badly, is a way to make your soul grow. So do it. Last year, I found people in my family looking more wilted. With the promise of meeting extended family and friends temporarily gone, we would all begin to feel the negativity. But by the time a show focused on music would air every night, we would all come alive and talk to each other in a much more animated way than usual. Hello everyone, I'm Diya Rudra and I'm currently a Year 9 student at the British School, New Delhi. I'm here to talk to you about something that I have no doubt everyone will relate to. Take me for example. With the online learning scenario, I would begin to feel the effects of stress and demotivation. All in all, a lot of obstacles keeping me from completing my assignments on a much stronger level than usual. But when I sat down behind my keyboard and, much to the horror of my neighbors, began to sing, I would feel everything keeping me from doing that assignment drain away. And when I sat back down and got back to work, I felt more focused and started thinking with an enhanced clarity of mind. Intrigued by this, and I decided to do more research. My topic of research being, does having something that you could put your emotions into, an expressive form, so to speak, can having that lead to positive mental health? I thought so, and the research I did served as a backing for my opinion. According to a study by the University of Exeter, a form of therapy known as behavioral activation therapy, or BA, is said to be as effective, if not more, than more mainstream methods. The ideology behind this is doing things you love, such as going for a walk or painting a picture, can allow you to interact with the world on a much higher level, which can be difficult for some people, and therefore this method of therapy is an aid to them. Furthermore, this helps by creating an alternative for letting your mind go back to the thoughts causing negativity. Another form of therapy that is similar, but that I found much more relevant, was expressive therapy. Often, your frame of mind can't be put into words, and we all have come to terms with that in our own ways. But in creative therapy, what happens is usually a trained professional would take you through a creative activity that you would choose and that you were interested in. And they would guide you through and allow you to express yourself using that form of art. Again, this doesn't have to just be a therapist-client connection. An example of this being sketches from my own sibling that allowed us to see some things and give us an insight into the emotions that he couldn't put into words and tell us. This example is crucial in the statement that I mentioned before about the link between something that you could express yourself with and a positive mindset. After this research and personal experience, I was motivated to share this notion with my community. To have something that helped me express myself and feel lighter and balanced in so many ways, I thought that since I knew people who had an issue with this, why not spread the word? I started an initiative called Expression Impressions. And what I did was I brought in teachers who worked in the creative fields to talk to students, not just students actually, children and parents and grandparents alike, about their experience with this. In doing so, and in bringing in people who've had a lot of experience with this, I felt that the point would be strengthened and therefore more impactful. The aim of this project was to make people aware of the fact that even be it any scenario, the current pandemic that we all are facing actually, even if it's on a much more diluted scale than that, We could use our passions to express the emotions that we tend to hide behind our masks. And today's context, quite literally, are masks. Even when I started talking to an initial group of people, close friends, and even family members, they let me know that doing something that they were passionate about led them to feel more light, in a way. This gave me the impression that what I was looking to build already had a somewhat firm foundation. Now, before the event, I wrote emails to the people who I liked to speak at the event. Some photos of them are here. After I received this confirmation, I started reaching out to people and began to give them this invite. Then, when I was making note of the age groups that I got confirmations from, I found that it wasn't just limited to one small age group. It started from 5-year-old children and heading straight up to some grandparents and parents. So really, this led me to believe that a lot of people, what I was trying to say, held true for not just my age group, but people even younger or even older than I was. On the day of the event, we had varied experiences from different art forms. Art, music, dance. Even though the speakers worked in different forms of art, the common thread was that they all agreed with this statement. Creative expression did allow them to express, maintain a positive mindset, and benefit them on both a personal, academic, and even business, the level of occupation. Now, having said all this and done all of this, I do not want to let this fade from people's minds. I want this to remain fresh for them. So I plan to make this a biannual event for now, wherein we don't just have teachers, we have people from varied age groups, be it students my age, or parents, grandparents, maybe even younger children. And including maybe some examples of what allowed us to stay afloat during this scenario. I want to make people aware of this on a much larger scale. The current participant list we had was about 15 to 20 people, but I feel that making this more regular and having people take away from this on a larger scale would allow the audience reach to be much wider. I want to make people aware that their expression could really leave a lasting impression on the world. Thank you.